WCCA and Mara Sindoni present Women Composers of Past and Present. Mara Sindoni, soprano, is best known for performances of contemporary chamber music, premiere of new works, and personally researched lectured recitals of unknown music by women composers, Holocaust composers, and zarzuelas.
Next we have Alma Mahler. Alma Mahler, the famous wife of Gustav Mahler. Alma Mahler had written extensively before she met Mahler at the age of 22, and was studying composition with Zemlinsky when she was going with Gustav Mahler, and had to break a date with him because she wanted to finish a piece for her lessons, which made Gustav absolutely furious. And he said, "My wife cannot possibly be a composer or a conductor. She would not have the personality. So if you're going to be my wife, you cannot write music." And she was always running pregnant. And so she went along, and she was in love with him. So she agreed. And she carried her music that she'd written already around in a suitcase whenever they went on tour, and she was sort of his musical slave. She copied his orchestra parts for him. She attended his rehearsals and gave him an idea of the balance for the orchestra, for the audience. And then some years later, when one of their daughters died suddenly with pneumonia, it produced a kind of family crisis. And a doctor said both of them needed medical attention, that Gustav Mahler was having heart trouble, and that she needed a tremendous rest, and they sent her off to Vienna. And in Vienna, she met the very famous architect, Walter Gropius, who was much younger, very handsome, and fell in love with her immediately. Everybody always fell in love with Alma Mahler. And Gropius said, "Well, this husband doesn't appreciate you at all." And he went and confronted her husband. Like, "You should give her up, because you don't treat her well." And Gustav was horrified. And he went to Freud. This is too good a story not to tell the whole thing. He went to Freud. He really did. And Freud said, "Well, you have a complex, Gustav, because your mother suffered so. And you just assume your wife should suffer. And you'd have a better marriage if she weren't suffering." So then Gustav didn't want to lose her, so he started to pay all kinds of attention to her, give her flowers and so forth. And then he discovered her music she was carrying around in her suitcase all the time. He had never looked at it. He had told her it wasn't good enough without looking at it. So when he looked at it, he thought it was good music. And so he said, "Oh, let's publish these." So the song I sing comes from a group of songs of Alma Mahler that were published at the same time as Gustav Mahler's 8th Symphony.